Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. Unable to connect there on the pass play. 10 yards still left on second down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now he'll look to throw here. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him 2 plays in a row, and it'll be fourth down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Harris now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Give him 18 on that one.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Fresh set of downs here. Throwing on first down is Manning. And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground. Another pistol look here. Rodgers going to throw. That is caught. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A good catch there and a first down for the offense.
Excellent awareness by the receiver to know where the first down marker was.
They go play action here on first down. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into...
Odell Beckham Jr. The 20, 10, and touchdown. Odell Beckham, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches a football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it. Because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run again with Jennings. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Manning now on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Giants add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Now a play fake here on first down. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Odell Beckham on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Offside, defense.
Now another shot here at the PAT. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Giants defense getting ready to go here. They are in search of really nothing. I mean, they have seemingly found all the answers, haven't they, defensively?
And I know that they go into a game with a plan and an idea of what they want to do.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Randall Cobb, 66 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
That is caught. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. A big-time job.
His throw caught at about the 5. A good pick up there at 20 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Again, it's Manning. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
To throw is Manning. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Manning to throw on into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Sometimes I think even Eli falls into the trap of thinking that Beckham can catch anything. Here to throw, he'll wish he could have back, because even OBJ wasn't going to be able to get his hands on that one.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't give many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Holding offense.
And after the penalty, the offense backed up here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it go again, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Now the 7-year man from Kentucky, the former Wildcat, Tim Mastay on to kick. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cooper Taylor.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. So after the INT, it's Manning going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Another extra point opportunity here. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. The Packers Packers offense now. They get ready to head back on the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. One back is Lacey. Rodgers will try again on second down. Unable to connect there on the pass play.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now Rodgers escaping the pressure right, so he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was a 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Odell Beckham joining only Gale Sayers, his men with a 6-touchdown performance in a single game. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Janis. And some space here. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard. Rodgers to throw on second down. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass. One back is Lacey. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. And it is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes. Almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well, I think Lady Luck was on his side.
And the Giants' all-time leader in passing yards and completions and touchdowns, just another connection.
No doubt about it. That's the Eli Manning we know, pushing the ball downfield and with proficiency.
That is caught, and he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Second down following the incompletion. They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. In the red zone this time. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try to pound it in with Lacy. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And again this time to the tailback. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll run it with Lacy. So we've reached halftime here in what is, Larry, apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former first-round pick, Dayton Jones, in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. Eli to OBJ. What a combo. And really, how do you defend them when they're on their game?
Absolutely, and they're on their game in this one. That's really what this offense is predicated on, isn't it?
It really is. It's explosive plays, and it doesn't matter whether Eli throws it 3 yards or 30 yards. OBJ can provide that.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 28 yards. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They go play action here on first down. That is caught. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Odell Beckham setting the NFL mark with his 7th touchdown of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6.
There's no doubt that someone is having a lot of fun out there today, and that's the receiver who's scoring touchdown after touchdown. The flip side, all those guys trying to cover him, no fun at all.
And so they're able to convert the 2-point try. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, could also result in a melee later, though. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
It's caught. Nelson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Rodgers going to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A play fake to start. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the 3rd quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. On play action. Now Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass, because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
Play action. Manning. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Now a play fake. Manning, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dayton Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you, Tony.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. So the sack on 1st down there by the defense, and now it's 2nd down. They go play action for Lacy. Now Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Odell Beckham extending the NFL record with his 8th touchdown of the game. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they can't. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set to go again on the offensive side, Randall Cobb works his way back onto the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Unable to connect there on the pass play.
Holding offense.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher 3rd down situation. They come out here in the eye. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to get a score back.
Everyone felt like this game was over, but to be able to stay in it, put together a drive, score a touchdown, that's got to be a positive for them.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Penalty marker is down here. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football.
Illegal touching. Offense.
They go play action here on 1st down. So he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown! Odell Beckham shattering the NFL record with his 9th touchdown. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Sometimes it's a quarterback making a great throw, and sometimes it's a receiver just making an incredible catch, and there it was really the latter.
And the quarterback is so happy because the receiver, in a sense, bailed him out. Great job. Go.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Brown out to kick this one away. Now it's Janis. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here's the Giant defense now as they head back onto the field. And the interception for them.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Manning going to throw. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. He's going to try and go deep again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. And there's a flag on the field. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass.
Holding offense.
And the penalty now makes it 1st and 20. One back is Lacy. Now it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dayton Jones in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
He's got Cruz complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
Into the red zone now, Manning. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One back is Lacy. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Pass interference. Defense.
Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact to give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Off the play fake to Lacy. Here's Rodgers. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They go play action for Lacy. Now Rodgers. Unable to connect there on the pass play.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Manning looking to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
2nd down now after the incompletion. One back is Lacy. That he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. A play fake to start. Now Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught. 26 yards on the pickup there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And that one will drop incomplete. 4 seconds remaining now in this half. Likely time for just one final play. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down.
Just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care where we're dancing tonight. Just as long as you're there. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul. Come on. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh.
Hello, everybody.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 10. And touchdown. Dwayne Harris, 92 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Devon Kennard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, now 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the deep...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jason Pierre-Paul coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep back.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Dancing to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him for his 2nd.
After reviewing the call, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And they are going to set up shop.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. He's going to air one out. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 30 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. They come out here in the eye. Now Brady, flushed out right. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. Touchdown! Julian Edelman, 45 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defensive position, and he just gets taken out.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. A scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. I don't know many coaches that would have the guts, the nerve to do this in the Super Bowl, but they did it, and it paid off.
Well, if you were a head coach, you would have done it. I know you. You have that type of nerve, similar to Sean Payton in Super Bowl 44 in New Orleans when he did it against Indianapolis.
That's exactly right. By the way, I definitely would not have kicked. And he's got some space here. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Oh, what a catch by Edelman. Give him 13 on the pickup there. Just a heck of a catch. How does he make that play?
I wish I knew, and I wish I had his athleticism because his ability to go up and contort his body in so many ways and still come down with the catch, phenomenal.
Now Brady being chased out left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Oh, Tom Brady still down on the ground. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So a big story here. Tom Brady off to the sidelines. And coming on is the backup quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 10 yards out. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. And he's got it up and through.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. The penalty is declined.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball. Loose and brings up second down. On play action, they'll throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because...
Under pressure, they got him again. Jason Pierre-Paul in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And look at this, another fake. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cooper Taylor. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the...
And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Jonathan Freeney. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a play fake. Manning, he's going to take another shot here. He's got it at the 15. Manning to Beckham, a big play there. 44 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of the Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Unable to connect there on the pass play. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Play action. Manning. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
That pass was into the end zone, but it was tipped up in the air, and that leads to a few anxious moments. Who's going to come up with it? Defenders want that ball knocked to the ground at the worst, hopefully intercepted. In this case, you give them the chance for the offense to come by and pick it up, but instead, it ends up on the ground.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
They'll go for it. It's Manning. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he hits his target. This is Clay Harbor. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that. And having your...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So as the set designers rush out here to get us ready for the spectacle to come at intermission, these two teams... And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Patriots defense has done outstanding work inside the red zone. The Giants are coming up short on the biggest stage inside the 20, and will need to convert on those chances in the second half.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. So he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground. He was trying to go back to Edelman, and it's third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
In man coverage, your number one cardinal rule, don't get beat deep. And that's why the comeback route is so effective, because that's how they're selling it, Brandon. Taking you all the way upfield before breaking it back down.
They go play action here on first down. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for the Pats on third. And even 40 yards.
That was good coverage, but it was an even better catch. Great job by both of them, but only one of them ultimately was the winner coming down with the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they... get calm and reassert themselves here. 10 yards still left on second down. On play action. Now Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. They put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. And this defense has been extraordinary all season, and that might just be the cherry on top. What a play there on the fumble recovery touchdown.
Maybe it's time they get a nickname because they've played like the great defenses of the past. The Steel Curtain, Doomsday, the no-name defense. We might have to come up with one for these guys.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. He's knocking on that door for a 100-yard game.
And what receiver doesn't want to be part of the Century Club? Every receiver, when the game starts, wants to have 100 or more yards next to his name. It's a badge of honor, but it also shows that you're helping out your team.
And he has certainly been helping out his team so far. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I was talking with a coach recently who told me he's got this really athletic quarterback who thinks that no matter what he does athletically, it can overcome bad decision-making. There's an example where that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, you talk about getting away with one. That should have been picked off.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He's got a little horseshoe going right now. Just fortunate.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jabal Sheard able to drop him for a loss of 4. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage. Reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other. And He just locked people down.
And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still 3rd down.
After the penalty, the offense now dealing with a 3rd and 19. So with this far to go, maybe they try something safe underneath. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting back.
And he will have a touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away. But oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now Brad Wing, a 3rd-year man out of LSU, on to punt it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't,
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
Partner, that is a quarterback no-no right there. He's flushed out to his left, so he's trying to orient his body into a position to make this throw. But by then he shrunk the field, and he winds up throwing the interception.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make them. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Here's Manning to throw. Unable to connect there on the pass play. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And his first carry, he loses the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
So he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground. Trying to force it into Edelman there, and it's second down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. Martellus Bennett. From 19 yards away. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers. For those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
And he puts it through.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll run again with Vereen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And they'll run it here. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a third down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Blount. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, but a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. LeGarrette Blount taking it in. And the Patriots are pouring it on. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They'll start out with a run by Vereen. And this one goes nowhere. Lose. Yardage back at the 22.
Nowadays, many defensive lines are coached to play the run on their way to the quarterback, and that's exactly what they did.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They stick on the ground. Again, it's Vereen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to lead to a third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when there's a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Second down following the run.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to crown a champion after this. They come out here in the eye. Again, here's Blunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Blunt, the lone running back. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. And it's another Super Bowl title.
Three chains. Ow. Caught up in my, put your head on backwards, then skate off after, engage in laughter about what just happened. Napkins get sent to mammies, is that too graphic? Catch you in traffic, you sitting daffy like stealing candy. My ceiling's absent, my wheels are massive, my friends assassins. All of us, our mothers queens and our women dancers. My rivers rapping, my fingers splashing, my gills are flapping. I bit some matches, then sip some and kiss the dragon.
I'm really rapping, no fingers snapping, them packing. Y'all slipping, my swag is dripping, so here's a napkin. What's really happening? Verbal attacking, I'm showing passion. Know what I mean? See, I'm the king like I'm from Akron. I'm going overboard, somebody call the captain. And when it come to getting checks, I always want the fat ones. I'm so I can sing to a chandelier. My flow a glass of spade and yours a can of candle.
Too many buttons, not enough. These bugging, the SWAT is coming. Shoulder, no shoulder, shrugging at your nugget. Sticky like acupuncture and Magnus honey. Knock on the side door 3 times and have your money. Or get to stepping like Kappa stomping. I slap. I'm having lunch with Italian Sonny. Don't ask the subject. Lord, why you took rabbit from me? He say don't ask me nothing. Too many bodies, too many bundles. Not enough. These bugging, I heard they stun you. It's gonna be trouble. We come through and catch you while you cuddle. Barrels like tunnels. Don't even mumble.
I'm back to ballin', I'm in the back full of only. Pull on the scene and the queen playing Pastor Troy. Ready turkey, spaghetti, and castor oil. That's turn your guillotine to a fashion show. In 4 minutes, I turn this into forensics in a foreign car with a foreign. It's long-winded, paper long, and you taking long. You just don't get it. Hung the phone up on Say Tony, want a song with me. Hotter than Mississippi, the summer of the 1950s. In a van full of some white. Get pulled over for swerving like, hi, officer. When he asked me why I was swerving, I'm swerve, officer.
I can make it bounce by myself. 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 I can make it bounce by myself.
Got a mansion, a condo, a cabin, I sleep in my phantom. Dancing with the stars to the Star-Spangled Banner. I change your channel, I change your pattern, I ring your Saturn. I your madam, she get and I shake the ladder. I make her and gather and calculate the data. I listen up for the snakes or the baby rattle. I play the shadows, don't play no games, I straight get at them. I'm on a all day, like it's my favorite album.
I play the Salmon, the Cayman Islands. Dancer. If I don't get the car first, I have a temper tantrum. I innovative, I demonstrated this, played it. I don't care if you owe me it. You need to pay me. I kiss your lady, then kiss the baby. Get situated, get keys off table and leave her. I really made it, get it made. Won't wrestle, cause I spatula all you action figures.
Tiny like a spider on a spud web. I got some on my thumbnail. I feed it to my girls. They say, yeah.
I'm doing this for the L. When I go, I'ma leave for the bell. I told you did like a Chevy. I want a Ferrari in yellow, just so I can match all my yellow.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And his first carry, he loses the football. And I think the Chiefs have it, they do.
As you and I both know, one reason teams sprint plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you, that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
On the ground, it's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. That is caught. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to Travis Kelce. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
After the run, Smith going to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Travis Kelce from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
Brandon, in our meeting with the coaches prior to this game, we heard them talk about the opportunity for the deep pass. They've got a receiver who can sprint out wide. They wanted to make sure they had a chance to get it to him and loosen up the defense.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch them rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on now is the 11-year man, John Ryan, to punt it away. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Albert Wilson taking it in. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Santos now to add the PAT. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs defense, they get set and ready to do battle again. They are in search of really nothing. I mean, they have seemingly found all the answers, haven't they, defensively?
And I know that they go into a game with a plan and an idea of what they want to do. But I think this goes beyond their expectations because they're beating them to the punch on each and every play. And it is something to see because right now, on the other side of the ball, they've got to be getting a little bit frustrated. What can we run to try and move things? And you flip it back. That defense isn't just controlling the other offense. They're setting up their own offense.
Yeah, absolutely.
And putting them in a great position to score.
Seen a lot of head scratching on one side, not so much on the other. On first down, Wilson. He couldn't hook up with his man that time, and it brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. To throw again is Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. A first down carry here for Charles. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Smith. That is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. 14-0 is our score, and we're back to Arrowhead after this. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. First down and goal, the offense. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jamal Charles taking it in. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Chiefs defense here ready to head back out onto the field. They simply really cannot be playing any better. They've got the shutout going. I don't know whatever these guys ate before this game, but they should do it every week.
Well, that's an alert for the chef then, isn't it? To make sure that's the menu for each and every game because they are following a blueprint that is working so well for them. And what they're doing is giving their own offense great opportunities to put points on the board. You can't ask for much more if you're a head coach watching your defense control the game.
Boy, they have controlled it for sure. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Rolls the lone man in the backfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this 1st half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Macklin. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Now it's Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Holding offense. Still first down.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Wilson. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that's the nicest thing he called me.
Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. The Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And it is caught right at the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Charles the lone setback. To throw is Smith. Buying time to his left. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Albert Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got 3 down.
First down, this is Rawls. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Chiefs have been airing it out in the first half, and that has led to a sizable advantage on the scoreboard. The Seahawks have no answers for the passing game, and it's cost them dearly on the scoreboard.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
4 down. Check.
They come up in an offset eye. Back to the air, Smith on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! Spencer Ware, 42 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The NFL sack leader from 2014, Justin Houston. The outside linebacker drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got him in. Complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays. But when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying. And on that play, the prayer was answered.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
6-man.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
They took a shot downfield towards the end zone, and he came up with a big-time catch, but he was tackled a little bit short of the goal line. Now the defensive guys, they got to pick their heads up and try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
Again, Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. There he goes, left side. 30. 10. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jamal Charles. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you...
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And now a first down following that long gain. 10th carry now for Jamal Charles. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a loose football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to the...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, these turnovers are a big, big problem. And a huge part of why they're behind on the scoreboard, too. That's now a fumble and interception on back-to-back drives. And you just can't expect to do that and be successful in the NFL.
There he goes, right side. And touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, 51 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Offside. Defense.
So let's try this again as they come to the line to go for 2. Here's Smith looking to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for two when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They go play action here on first down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Albert Wilson, 64 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Well, it's safe to say that at least two people have a great relationship on this offense. Quarterback and receiver today, they are locked in, and they know exactly what the other's going to do. And the end result, touchdown after touchdown.
And there's a flag on the play. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Offside. Defense.
Now another shot here at the PAT. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Penalty marker is down here.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down. And quickly they get to the line. Now Wilson on second down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass, that made just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On second down, here's Smith. Unable to connect there on the pass play. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and it's third down.
And the defense almost got one there, partner.
It could have been his first pick. He's been good so far, but you're right, that was nearly a costly mistake.
Sometimes you get a little bit too confident when the game's going along as it has been for him.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Hill in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. We put our attention now on the Chiefs defense. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they want to keep that going now because once you get one, you wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time they would intercept it. Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 5-time Pro Bowler, Tom Mahali, in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jay Howard. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will score. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go again with Rawls. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Time for a break. This one all over with the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And look at this, another fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Cliff Averill in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs defense making their way back onto the field. They have played a really good game. They're just looking for one final stop here and celebrate this victory.
And if you're on offense, you don't want them to have that satisfaction. You know that you're not going to win the game, but you don't want them to roll in with those big grins on their faces. So you want to come up with something right here, some type of a big play to dent that good mood.
And they'll be trying to not let that dent happen and go home happy.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Watch left. Stop right there.
Smith going to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Brandon, you identified early that this game